Hey one, hey all, how's it going? I hope we all had a good Christmas. I know it's been a while. Well, I'm just going to hop into it. You know, sometimes, very rarely a game comes along that just gets me hooked. Like the second I sit down, I just don't want to get back up again. You know, it's happened with Overwatch, Rogue Company, and now it is Rock and Stone Brothers. It is Deep Rock Galactic. This game is essentially, I mean, how would I even explain it? This game is a mining ores first-person shooter co-op experience that is honestly unlike anything I've ever played. This is easily in the top 5 games I have ever played. Let's just get into the video. Right, what is this game? You know, before you know if you want to go out and get it, which bear in mind it's free. Currently, it is on PS Plus for free. So if you're a PlayStation user, please add this. You will not be disappointed. Deep Rock Galactic is essentially a first-person shooter with mining elements, and if that doesn't interest you, it doesn't matter, because I guarantee this game is going to have something that gets your fucking dick hard. This game is just, it is so damn good. So the core loop of the game is you drop down, you're a little dwarf, and you can pick one of 4 classes at a time. You drop down in a drop pod and you go and you collect various resources that all do various things. So gold gives you money. Afterwards, there's nitro, which is used mainly, well, I say mainly, only for getting sort of resource drops and stuff like that when you've got a main objective. And it's as simple as that. You drop, you mine, you shoot, you exfil essentially, and then you do it all again. You're probably hearing that thinking, I don't know, that sounds a little boring. I promise you, I have so far put every second that I have free and available into this game. Like, I'm one of these people, I go to bed as early as I can. I put my son to sleep. That sounds like I get him in a chokehold and knock him out. I gently lay my son in his bed, very calmly, please don't call the police. And then I usually just go straight to bed. And this is like 7:30, right? I'm that kind of person. Ever since having this game, I mean, I haven't been sleeping until like gone midnight. I don't know what it is. I can't get myself away from it. That loot is so boring in itself. You know, if this was any other game, fair enough. But because this game has such a brilliant and balanced system of teamwork in place, it is honestly near impossible to pull yourself away from it. So what do I mean by it? So, like I said earlier, the 4 classes you can pick, there is the driller, which, believe it or not, has a big drill. The name probably gave it away. Then there's engineer, which can have a turret, which can help fire for you. There's a gunner, which again is big gun guy. We've seen that quite a bit in games. And then there is the scout, which zips around a place like Pathfinder from Apex Legends. And each of them have a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and a mobility gadget. And these come in the forms of multiple things. So, for example, the engineer, his mobility gadget is this platform gun. So you can basically shoot down circular yellow platforms, which then the scout, for example, can go and zip up there, grab whatever you've platformed near, and, you know, so on. I really don't want to spoil it, because I could sit here for genuinely hours and just tell you all the different combinations. There's going to be more videos about that, trust me, but it's so well done in terms of how it works. And most of the time, if I'm playing a game, I like to play it solo. Even if it's a co-op experience, I will play it solo if I can. I usually just don't like other people. But this game has such a wholesome and welcoming community. It's honestly incredible. I have never played a game, okay, and I say this now, you will never play a game or find a game with a better community than Deep Rock Galactic, and that's outright. I would bet my life on that. Okay, usually play Call of Duty, and after 2 or 3 games, you've got someone shouting in your mic about how much of an arsehole you are because you didn't do the exact thing they wanted. And, you know, Overwatch, my God, that game is toxic, hence I stopped playing it. And the list goes on and on and on. Any other cooperative game, okay, you will have a certain element of rudeness and just unhelpfulness. You know, your first few goes at the game, you don't really know what you're doing, no one seems to want to help, but this is different, right? So you launch the game and you do your tutorial. It's a super quick tutorial, and then it basically says, all right, off you go. You know, go learn how to play. And you go learn how to play, and every single time I was in a match, every single time, all I could hear is the beautiful sound of Rock and Stone, which is this goddamn tear-bringing chant. Every time you do so, you know, you find gold, Rock and Stone. You know, you walk 6 steps in one direction, you see your main objective, Rock and Stone. It's so beautiful, and there's these moments of pure magic where you're running around and you're digging and you're mining. I remember one bit I was mining out a wall that looked like it had some gold sort of hanging out of it, and I thought, oh, what's this? So I dug through it, and there was this big lump of gold, and all I heard was all the teams stop what they're doing and all just Rock and Stone in the air. It was a beautiful moment. It's so hard to explain what this game is, because it is so many elements of so many different things. And I would advise as well, because this game on a technical aspect is incredible. Okay, so the procedural generation is unlike anything I've ever seen. You've got games like Minecraft where the game world will essentially be randomized, but there will be stagnant areas, you know, so caves, and this is before this whole caves and cliffs update. I haven't played any since it came out, but you know, you got caves will always spawn in a certain way, and terrain will always work in a certain way, biomes will always work in a certain way. You know, that's a given, but it is, you know, a fairly open game. But the core concept of it is that you need to choose what you do. You know, you need to be the one going out there and building. If you can't think of anything else to build, the game gets stale, and we've all been in that loop of Minecraft constantly for a month, and then you don't touch it again for a year. That's just how it is. Then you've got No Man's Sky, which is, I mean, it's just all procedural generation, that game. Yeah, every planet, everything is. But you often see the same palettes of what they do over and over again, almost like they've got 10 or so different types of biomes. And yes, even though it is procedural, it is also repetitive as hell. But this game, I've never played, and bear in mind I'm like 30-40 hours played so far. I've never experienced a cave that is like another. You know, you got your classic biomes like a sandy biome and an ice biome, for example. I'll just talk about these two for now, because there's so many more that you need to explore. But put it like this, the sandy biome is a lot of really big open areas mixed with these tight, close-knit corridors that are claustrophobic, okay? And then you've got your ice areas, which is just so open. You've got these glaciers hanging off the roofs. You know, it's an area to explore. And you can also have, you know, icy areas with the tight corridors and the big areas as well, kind of like the sandy areas. But it will never look the same. You can go in one room and it'd be a fairly circular shape, and you look around and go, wow, that's pretty jaw-dropping. And then you can go into another room and it also be slightly circular, but this time you could have these giant glass-like structures beaming from one side to another, almost like a bridge, meeting in the middle. It is... I can't even do it justice, right? I'm just in my head now. I realise I've been ranting for like 3 minutes and haven't made any sense. And that's because of how fantastic it does it. You will not experience two caves that are even remotely similar. You know, you can go into one sandy cave, finish that mission, go into another one, and I guarantee you will still look around and just say, wow. Because it has so many of them moments. It really does. There is so much here to love. There is so much that you need to see. And the community of this game is what makes it for me. Again, I've never had a community of players so welcoming and so nice in a game, and that kept me wanting to do more. Playing with randoms, maybe 1 in 10 times you'll meet, you know, a bit of a dickhead that does something stupid or purposely blows you up. Push them aside, forget about them guys. Remember the awesome little dwarves that help you along the way. I've already had so many friend requests and added so many people, and I'm just having a fantastic time with new friends I've met through this game in what is easily the best community-driven game I've ever experienced, with so much nuance, so much creativity. And, you know, there's going to be more videos. Trust me, I've got many more videos coming on tips, tricks, and a lot more as well. So if you like this game, if you even remotely are interested in this game, you know, maybe drop a subscribe. Believe me, some videos will be better structured. Possibly. I can't. Look, no promises. No promises. But this game's excellent. You know, if you're a PlayStation user, go get it. And, you know, feel free to add me. I don't even know my own name. It should be on the screen somewhere now. So feel free to go drop us a friend request if you're on PlayStation consoles. And, you know, as always, rock and stone, brothers.